Ba 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 da. Ba 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 da ba. Heck yeah. Hello, hello. I am in. Let's go ahead and change that though. The stream information is wrong. I should have did that one first. That's still the same. That's still the same. But that should update. It updated. This one's not my first stream. But hello, hello. I'm Risley, and welcome back to Minecraft Create Arcane Engineering. I have a couple hours to play this morning and tomorrow morning, so it won't be as long of a stream as yesterday was. But I'm hoping I can still get a decent amount of stuff prepared. So last time, yesterday, we had settled down, collected a couple cats. Hello, Cream. Hello, Oreo. A little bit of animals over there. Little farm over there as well. A new horse. I still haven't figured out a name for you. But honestly, I'm really liking celery for some reason. So I think that might end up being your name. I do have name tags. Do I have to? Yes. There was a mod at one point that let you just right-click a name tag, and it would let you edit it. But we'll do it the good old-fashioned way. Just Cream. Oreo. Gotta make sure you're not giving off free brand deals. What did I just say? Celery. Why did that happen? Oh, I know why that happened. When I press Y, if I'm hovering over an item, it'll search nearby chests for that. This is what that anvil was meant to do. It'll search nearby chests for that item. And I was hovering over the name tag when I did that. Alright, so yesterday we set up a little bit of create machinery, a couple manual things, as well as an automatic andesite creator. It mines cobble, grinds it down into gravel, gravel then gets smelted, and that becomes andesite. A thing I wanted to do today, in the couple hours I have, I wanted... Oh, that had a block of iron. Heck yeah. I wanted to get these guys started up. At least a little bit. Doesn't have to be fully automatic, but at the very least, I want to be able to put in mineral wood and get out kinetic mechanisms. So, what we're going to do... First, I want to double check if I have any more of these. I do. I have a little bit of cabbage. Something we can do, just real quick. Okay, maybe not like that. That's fine, I don't need it that way. If we take a hopper, as well as a double chest, place our double chest here, put the hopper, you can just barely reach it right there. This should only take out the final product. Yes. So now I don't have to manually take out whatever it is that's coming out of the millstone. And I can do something very similar on the top. Except instead of a hopper, because I have so many chutes, I'm just going to use one of those instead. Now, outside in the background right now, there is a... what sounds like the lawn being mowed. So, it doesn't look like my microphone is picking it up, but if it does, I'm sorry. we're gonna go ahead and slap a chest here. And now, rather than throwing it on top, I can just plop a whole bunch of stuff up here, and it'll come out down here. So what I'm doing, I want to collect enough silver to pay for the eternal saw. It is unbreakable, which is very helpful because it means I can just put it here and completely forget that it exists. So I think we're going to try for that first. Do I have any more coins anywhere? I do not. Do I have any more cabbage anywhere? I do not. So let's just go over here and bone meal 19 cabbage up. Shouldn't take too long because I have bones. The millstone gives you more bone meal per bone than just crafting it would, which is quite helpful. Okay, trade market. Let's get... oh, that's for using the machine. I don't have that one. But I could have that one. Don't... What is... No. Do it this way. Oh, that's not what I wanted. I want a mining task. 16 calcite. I don't believe I've collected any calcite. I remember seeing some somewhere. Does the map show it to me? Reveal your secrets. I know I saw some at some point, but I do not remember where. Let's see. Oh, there we go. Right here. Just gonna... I remembered. That's a little ways away. Well, do I have... I'm gonna go ahead and make another anvil. Because when I started, I was given a vein mining enchanted book. I don't remember if I need a control for it. I do. Let's put it on G. Nope. H. Nope. F. Nope. V for vein mining. What's on V? A lot of stuff that I don't really need right now. Why did that go away so fast? So let's just put it on V for now. I'm gonna real quick add a little bit of vein mining. And we're gonna take celery out and head towards where that calcite was. I very much want the unbreakable saw. It makes things a lot nicer to have it. Hi, what was that? Okay. So just a little... Oh, there's an enderman there. What are they carrying? They're carrying a bush. That's cute. I love when the endermen carry, like, flowers and plants around. Just makes them seem a little bit more special. Okay. Let's see how well... Ooh. Okay. The vein mining does about 16 blocks, it looks like, for a vein mining one. That's pretty good. The generation in this mod pack, I forget exactly what's, like, in charge of it, but it does generate stuff really cool. Now, I don't actually want to break this, because that's the only vein mining I currently have. But, do I have another... I have a water bucket. I'll just use that to get out. I didn't really, plan ahead on how this would go, truthfully. But I'm glad we found our calcite. ahead and hop back on celery. Before I go too much further, I am going to buy another mining task. 52 quartz. That requires me to go to the Nether. That's not something I want to do right now. Deforesting task. Give me 128 oak logs. I can do that. So yeah, as you can see, the tasks are quite varied in that you never really know what it's going to ask you for. So far, the most difficult thing I've seen one do was a hunting task, and it requested dragon scales, as in like the Ender Dragon. I was still in iron gear, but you know, it happens. But we're gonna throw this in here. I'm gonna keep that for now. There was another book that I took from, here it is. It's nothing crazy, but I am planning on using it for a diamond pickaxe. Starting off with a little bit of fortune is nice. I have a little bit of calcite to mine with. Not mine with, build with. That was... Yeah, I know, I'm bad at talking. So, for this oak log, we're gonna do the orchard sapling. Grab some bone meal. And we'll come over here to our little tree cutter. I need a little bit of dirt to be moved. So I want to do it the fancy way. So, cool thing with some of these saplings, I don't know what mod adds it, but you can hold left shift to view the available patterns. This one has a 3x3 pattern that you can use to grow a massive tree. Please don't have broken that. Okay. Oh, that scared me a little. Yeah, it grows a really big tree. And what we'll do is we will just break every other block except for the one on the ground touching our saw. Oh, there's a hole there. I don't want to do that again, so I'm going to just cover up that part of the hole. How did I don't actually know how I fell in that. How I didn't even know it was there. Oh. That was weird. Why did it do that? I'm actually confused on why it did that. Let's just hope it doesn't do it again. Try again. It seems like it's liking us this time. Okay, that was weird. And I do think I'm going to reposition how this is set up. So the chest up here was pushing into the logs. So if we put it back over this way, have it connected via the log there, we should be okay. We only needed 2 stacks. That one tree got us our coins. Do that again, another deforesting task. 128 logs, easy peasy. A bit of bone meal. Don't freak out, it doesn't break it this time. There's a couple trees that are a little less kind to the surroundings when they get bone mealed like that. And will break whatever you have right next to it. The one off the top of my head that I can think of is the dark oak saplings. Because they just like to be annoying. The deforesting warped. That's another nether one. I don't want to go to the nether. The game is trying to tell me to go to the nether, but I don't want to. There's I got lucky enough that the game gave me empty blaze burners and then a runic tablet. I don't actually know if these are one use or not, but you can combine that with an empty blaze burner and it'll actually turn it into, oh, it does use it. Okay, well, it does turn it into a blaze burner. And so I was not wanting to go to the nether, but maybe I will. I don't know. I'm just gonna try another one and hope it doesn't require nether material. Skyroot. Skyroot. That requires a Skyrus sapling? No? No, Skyroot is a... I have one. That is great. I need slimy dirt or grass. Do I have any of that? Let's see. Nope, 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 nope. Okay. I'm going to have to find a sky island. I am responding to a Snapchat. I'm already live. Stream until about noon. Okay. But I don't have any Skyroot. I remember seeing a couple islands before. This one here, but that's not the one I'm looking for. Are you the one I want? No, that's a tree. You are also a tree. When I'm hovering over the blocks, down at the very bottom of the screen, there is the coordinates of that area as well as the biome it's in and the specific block that you were holding it over. That's how I found how I saw the calcite over here earlier. That's water. That's what we're looking for. That's a little too far. I don't want to do that one. As you can see, it's not always going to be an easy task, but that's okay. Dark oak. Do I have any dark oak? I don't think I've found any dark oak. But nature's compass, dark forest. How far? Okay. Okay, we're just gonna stop trying for the eternal saw for a little bit, because there's those tasks are basically telling me, hey, don't do that. Hey, don't do that. So we'll deal with that later. I think instead, because we had that rune, that I'm going to go ahead and place that blaze burner that I made. So, blaze burners are used, well, they sit under a basin for processing. Giving them any kind of fuel will power them, will feed them, and then there's a blaze cake that can make it even hotter for further processing later. But these are used... Oh, right. This one has the add-on that lets you add different fluids to fuel the blaze burner instead. But this is used in the mechanical mixer. Specifically, we want it to make brass, which is zinc and copper being mixed together. So we're gonna slap them right there. Let's see, do I have any stairs? I don't. Let's make a little bit of stairs real quick. Just so that we can stand next to the mixer, but also reach the blaze burner. And now I need copper and zinc. I have copper. The real question is, do I have zinc? I do have some zinc. Is this all of the zinc I have? It is. That's enough. So I'm not worried. But it is not as much as I thought I had. I'm also checking for another fan. Okay. I have more lava. I have another propeller. That can make me a fan. Let's see if I got... Nope, that's just giving me a couple sheets. That's cool. Thank you for those. I now have 9 of them. Okay, because I don't like waiting around for things to smelt very much. So we're gonna just real quick... Do I need all this right now? We're gonna be a little sneaky. Oh, I found the horseful. I'm going to disconnect everything here so that I can take the fan. We're gonna come over here and let's grab our toolbox so that we have access to all of our equipment. Place the fan there, perfect. Cobblestone. Make sure it doesn't flow outward. Cobblestone. Place our lava. And now, we have to be very careful because this will burn us. But it'll also smelt the ores a lot faster than it would in a furnace. And while that's happening, I'm going to drink some water. Remember to drink water. Now, if you were paying very close attention, you would have seen that the zinc finished processing before the copper did. That's because we had half as much zinc as we did the copper. The processing speed of the smelting is determined by how big the stack is that is dropped on it. So if you want a really, really fast smelter, you'll need to make sure that the drops here is like one at a time. So this one, while it is kind of like all stacking up there, each of these coming down is starting a different smelting timer with the fan. That's why that one runs really fast. But that's just useful in certain use cases, such as a, let's see, there was a automatic charcoal machine that I made that used a tree farm and then a fan, and the items were spaced out on a conveyor belt just far enough apart from each other that the items were like perfectly smelted by the time they made it to the end. Okay, so for making brass, it's a little bit of zinc, a little bit of copper. Place that in a mixing basin, and then place it over a heated blaze burner. So my little what am I looking at button up at the top is nice enough to tell me how long that it will burn for. And as you can see, we're starting to make some brass. Now this is very helpful because we need it for the brass hands. So we're going to need 4 sheets per. So we really only need 12 ingots right now. But, you know, go big or go home. We're going to go ahead and put that back because we don't need it anymore. Don't need that anymore. I do need... Let's see here. I am going to need a bunch of stripped wood. Because each of the brass deployers require an end-of-site machine first. So I'm just going to trim up about a stack. Got like a beat. Yeah. You singing, Cream? Heck yeah. And my axe broke. Let's make a replacement axe. Yeah. Stop laughing at me. So this tree bark is used for a couple things. You can make paper with it. You can use it to make compost. Or each one smelts a single item. And starting out, you're going to have a lot of tree bark. Let's see. We now have a stack of brass. I only need 12 right now to be pressed. The rest I will put away in a chest with an opening. Once I get the belt set up for the crafting, I think that's when I can start. I'll make like a little warehouse for everything. So I need 16. I need 3. Is 24 each. So I need 40 more. Another stack of andesite alloy. How much do I have? Okay, this will be a perfect chance to show how to make the crystallized mineral. Because we got a little bit when we cut down the mineral tree. But to get more than just that little bit, we are going to need a squeezer and a drying basin. The squeezer uses a little bit of iron. An entire iron block. And a couple sticks. This guy's really fun. So, place the squeezer down. Place a button next to it. Put whatever you want to squeeze, in our case a mineral log. And then literally, you jump on it. Once you're done jumping on it, it squeezes it all down. Press the button, it returns. And you see, in there, we have a bucket of mineral resin. How do we get that mineral resin out? Well, for that, we're going to use the drying basin. I just need... I know I had ink sacs. Where are they? Well, look. Maybe I don't actually have any ink sacs, and I thought I don't have any ink sacs. I thought I did. That's embarrassing. Let's go here. Any squid? This is too shallow for squids. This is not too shallow for squids. There we go. Couple squid. I only need a single ink sac. Please, please, thank you. Don't drown. We need water, but not that much. So we're going to come back over here. Same thing with the bones. I'm going to throw the ink sacks into the millstone. And see, we doubled our black dye. The drying basin needs 2 black dye. So you'll see this little square here has these 2 lines coming off. Those are the outputs for the squeezer. That's where we have to place the drying basin. And it right into it. And after a little bit of time, a block of crystallized mineral has formed. And that's how we get our crystal chunks. I am going to change the orientation of these because I like it like that personally. So we're now going to squeeze a whole bunch of logs. Doesn't have to be a button. It could also be a pressure plate. I feel like the pressure plate would make more sense. You just step off onto the pressure plate. That's actually really cool. Happy I had that thought. But yeah, usually your squeezing is going to outpace the drying, but that's okay. A lot of mod packs have different recipes that the dryer makes. In our case, we can turn any kind of terracotta back into normal. We can turn clay into terracotta via it. We can make leather out of rotten flesh, dried bush out of saplings, dried kelp out of kelp, washing off the terracotta. We can dry out a sponge. Okay, that's new. We can turn dirt into coarse dirt with a little bit of water. And there's a mineral glass. That's cool. I'll have to look at that later. Yeah, we're just going to do a little bit of exercise here. So I want a whole bunch of this crystallized mineral. Now you want to make sure you don't entirely squeeze another log while there's already liquid in there, as it will actually just destroy whatever your output would have been. I have wasted a pretty sizable amount of mineral doing that a couple times. But 8 blocks should be more than enough for our purposes. You can see the blaze burner went back to sleep. He is no longer all fiery. Take a stack of andesite, and we'll throw it right into here. Now, I do remember a way to automate the taking stuff out of this. I just have to remember how. Right. Okay. What we're gonna do... I'm gonna plop this guy like so. Like this. I need another hopper. So I think I'm remembering how this works. Don't actually remember. So we're gonna figure it out together. So chest, hopper. I'm gonna grab a andesite tunnel. On the actual basin itself, I'm going to place andesite here as the recipe filter. So with that placed, this will only ever craft andesite, no matter what is inside of it. And the funnel here, I shift right clicked. I need it output. No, that is not how that happens. Okay. I knew I was doing something wrong. I was lucky enough to get a brass funnel somewhere. This will actually drop out a stack at a time. So we're going to do the same thing with the brass funnel. So these brass funnels, normally you need a brass machine in this mod pack to make them, which requires a lot more things than before. But I got lucky. So I'm going to let myself be lucky and have that automatically output our andesite alloy as it gets made. So let's come back over here and make our 2. I need 3. So make 1 more. I need 3 of these recipes worth. There's the casing. Combine that with those brass plates from earlier. The brass plates and our andesite alloy are brass hands. Combine them. Just double check the quest. Okay. Combine them in here. And we have some deployers. The game is nice enough, at least this mod pack, to give you an extra brass hand when you make your first deployer. I forgot about that, and so I used up more brass than I needed to this early. But that's okay. I don't mind. So, over here, what we're gonna do... These deployers... We are going to make ourselves... Connect here. Deployers facing down. I'm actually going to turn these around so that way that little axle there, the shaft, is running all the way through them. So all we have to do is power them once. And I'm overstressed. Never mind. I need more water wheels. That's okay. It's just water wheels. We will eventually get to a more productive? No, that's not the one I want. I'm trying to think of the word I'm wanting. A higher value kinetic energy producer. We'll go with that. But for now, water wheels are fine. I can probably get away with just an extra 2. Slap them in the back here. I don't remember how many deep I'm allowed to have this. Does it tell me? No. Well, as you can see in here, there's a handful of ways to make rotational force. The water wheels is their first bit. A windmill bearing makes a little bit more than that. And then steam engines higher than that. And then, of course, creative motors. But I don't think we'll ever get to that. Let's find out. Yeah, there's no crafting recipe for them. That's for creative mode. And there's a couple different mod packs that I've seen that include like the creative items as a like a you've done it, you've beaten the game kind of thing. Boop, boop. There we go. Little bit more water wheels. I'm gonna go ahead and make something really nice since I think I can now. So a little bit of gold plate. I don't actually have any glass, so I'm going to go pilfer a little bit of sand from over here. So I don't need a lot. least right now. And then some string, which will get the crushing up our wool. Piece of string, little bit of gold, little bit of glass. Bada bing, bada boom, we got ourselves some goggles. Was it only? Oh, it was only 1 gold. I accidentally crushed too much gold. So these engineer goggles let you see things that we couldn't otherwise see. For instance, our millstone here is using up 256 stress units. Each of these water wheels is creating 512 stress units. Our little press here. This guy's using up an entire water wheel all by himself. These two combine as a water wheel. This guy's a water wheel all by itself. This guy's a water wheel, and this guy's half of one. So that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and a half water wheels. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So yeah, 5.5 water wheels. These last two were required in order to go any further than we were already. Each of these are using up half a water wheel. So I think we are now using the entirety of our available stress units. And it started raining. I really need to get a shelter built. So these stress units, to find out how much we have, there is something called a stressometer. Plugging this in, and any point of a working kinetic network will display how many of their stress units is being used. The engineer's goggle give you the exact number, but even without them, you'll be able to see and read the amount overall. Remember to drink water. I do remember in the loot I acquired was a speedometer. So let's just real quick throw this guy. Oh, it helps. Yes, I'm a nerd. Thank you. So as you can see here, I'm nearly up. I actually have a water wheel extra of stress units. I miscounted something somewhere. But with the goggles on, it will tell us exactly how much remaining capacity we have. We're almost at the max capacity, but, you know, that's okay. Okay, another thing we have to do is power this belt. It doesn't matter which direction. So the best way to do that... Let's grab a couple more wheels. I want to steal... I think... Careful with the lava. I don't need it to be super fast. So I think off of this will be okay. What we're gonna do, be a little funky with it. I forgot I can't just jump right on those sides. So normally I do something with belts and what are they called? Gearboxes. But those are a little expensive right now, and so I want to be a little fancy with it. And do that. And this will let me connect it like so. Bam. It looks a little crazy because it is, but that's all that matters right now. So what we want, I'm gonna do this slightly differently actually. have the gear come this way so that I can have it like in a dugout area so that it's not completely blocking my view. Okie dokie. Now this does affect a thing I wanted to do. Let's do this. Make the belt a little shorter. I don't need it to be as tall as it was. Oh, that reverses it, right? Because of gears. It's because how the gears work. That's... Actually, no. I am okay with this. This is great. This is great, actually. We're going to make... How do I... Right. Extra belt. Make that a little farther. Here at the end will be... We'll make a chest. Most... Oh, I can't even sleep because it's not night or a thunderstorm. It's just rain. That's frustrating. How do I... This weather sound's getting on my nerves. I know I have more wood somewhere. Do I not have more wood somewhere? Was I wrong? Why was I wrong? Well, okay. We'll do it this way. And then wherever those funnels were... I don't know how I entered the quest, but for a second there. So, chest here, funnel here. I want a saw here. Rotate that to be the proper direction. Gear. One more for good measure. With that, I want... Do I need another belt? I think so. Just a really tiny one. With off the edge will be another crafting table. No, not a crafting table. I needed a crafting table. Another chest. So chest, andesite funnel. Okay. So the reason I'm doing this is for the kinetic mechanism. We take a mineral slab, which we can get by cutting mineral planks. So this will cut the mineral planks as they go along. So it'll cut it into slabs automatically. These guys are now waiting for some andesite alloy, which we will supply via another chest up above. So if we come over here... Oh! That was completely accidental, but I'm okay with that. I got an achievement. Let's go! I didn't even know that was a thing. It was just completely accidental. I'm really happy about that. I love achievements, especially when they're an accident. So, up above, we'll supply with the andesite alloy. And then this guy at the end gets a saw. And now, we are producing kinetic mechanisms, semi-automatically. We do have to supply this chest with mineral planks, but the planks get automatically turned into slabs. We get 2 slabs per plank. So eventually the saw will break, but that's okay. We've got some kinetic mechanisms, which means we have technically completed chapter 1. A little bit left to do here. But to actually complete it, we need a full stack and an extra andesite machine. And that will unlock the next steps. However, just getting to this point was all I wanted to do today, truthfully. So for the last hour that I have before I have to go, what we'll do... Hey, you're not supposed to be here. Does this mean it's actually nighttime now? Yay! I can get rid of the rain. Hey! That was rude. So now for the rest of our time together today. I don't know where my axe went up. There it is. Put that up. Put you in there. We are going to make a little... Do I want to call it a workshop, or do I want to call it a storage room? I'm not sure, truthfully. Either way, I have to use the restroom and get some more water. So I'm going to put myself in a little protective casket for a second. Oop. I don't have any torches. I don't want to lose that calcite. Torch here. Oop. Getting water. BRB. So yeah, I'm gonna go fill up my water and take a quick bathroom break, and I'll be right back. Bow, 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 bow. Bow, 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 bow. Oh. Hello, hello, welcome back. Okay. I got a little water. Use the restroom. It is now nighttime. Put that calcite back. Don't need it anymore. So, I have about another hour before I need to start getting ready to leave. For the rest of this hour, I'm going to be... I want to at least start on my little... like a proper storage room. At least a starter one. I have an idea of a... almost like a little clock tower with a warehouse attached. And a cool thing about Create is there is a clockwork bearing. Now these guys are really cool in that it'll actually rotate according to the time. As the Ponder menu shows us that. So I can make an actual clock and it will rotate according to what time it is. Oh, I only need one. Okay, that's cool. Oop. And now there's hours and minutes. Yes, this is what I want at the top. Ooh, it requires an electron tube. Maybe I can't do that yet. What I should do before I think too much farther, I think I had a couple jungle saplings, right? Or did I not actually grab any from the jungle I found? Oh dear. I didn't actually grab any jungle saplings. That's sad. Because I know there's a jungle here. But that's so far away. Okay. I guess what I'll do instead... I do still need to finish that dungeon that I have the warp scroll for. Let's see. Empty backpack. You're all set. Let me find that shield. Sure, we'll do that. I am gonna bring that bow and arrow again, though. I do remember it being very useful. Bring a stack of blocks just in case I need them. But we're going looting instead, so that I can pick up a jungle sapling on the way back. Boop. And we're back in the dungeon. Just gonna break that spawner before it becomes an issue. I did not bring any torches. That is not smart. Ow. That was definitely a mistake. I even saw the torches right before I left. Oh dearie me. Okay. We'll just have to go with whatever shows up. I hope I'll get at least a little. Oh, I'm causing trouble for myself already. I'm still slow from that stray shot. Silverfish spawner. No. Why was observing a silverfish a task? What good does the silverfish do for me? I don't need the saddle. That's too many saddles. I'll take the sticks in case I find more coal. This is a little coffin, so we're gonna just you know, steal the tomb. I see you. Get destroyed. I'm so sad that I am, like, how can I forget torches? Oh well. We'll be okay. We'll be okay. Everything is a-okay. I don't need those. Just salvage what you see. Here's the stairs down to the last floor, I think. Let's see. Do you have torches? You do not. These boots are cool. I'll take them for now, and I might combine them with that later. But that's the last floor. That's a lot of gold nuggets. And there goes my shovel. I didn't mean to throw the shovel. I see you. I'm not that blind. I am a little blind. Nice try. I dropped my pickaxe somehow. That's impressive, actually. A little bit more sticks. I don't need those. No. Bad skeleton. Alright, don't need that, don't need that, don't care for that. And let's just keep going. Let's keep rocking it. Hello villager. Hello extra skeleton. Okay. You know what? I saw a cave opening before. I'm gonna, like, just take a little peek. Not in that one, because that one's kind of dangerous. If I happen to see any coal, I will be quite happy. I don't think there is any. Who knows? Maybe I'll get lucky. Ooh, some emeralds. I'll keep those. A little bit of iron. That's cool. This doesn't actually go anywhere this way. Goes somewhere up there. Let's just head up there real quick. At the very least, I can see still, because the shaders have a setting that make it to where it's still bright. I don't see any coal. Okay. We're just gonna have to wing it. And hope for the best. Oh! I'm so silly. I walked over that a whole bunch of times. I have at least a little bit of torches now. Let's go ahead to the next floor. So I believe this is the last floor. There is coal. I'm gonna take the coal when I can. Does this break back down into netherwort at all? I can use a crushing wheel. That seems to be the only way. I'm nowhere near a crushing wheel. So I'm just gonna leave those for now. I'll come back if I need them. Okay. Break us out. Hello. I don't like that one of you has a sword. If you could drop that sword from you, that'd be pretty good. Gosh. Nope, drop his boots though. Who knows, maybe those are good. Okay. Look at the boots. Boots are good. Better than what we're currently rocking, so grab them for now. Be careful, be careful. Okay, goodbye, creeper. I do need that soul sand for something eventually. how did I not actually... Why are you still alive? I see you. No, like that you're here. Hey. Use the shield. Okay, okay, okay. We're okay. We're okay. Take your time. Take your time. Don't panic. Alright, we're okay. We're okay. Okay. We're maybe not as okay as we were a second ago. I wasn't expecting my sword to break. Please have a sword. You do not have a sword. Take that. I don't need... I will actually take that helmet. Because it is better than what I'm currently using. I do want the Slick Touch book. I do want that. Okay. Let's see here. Can I get lucky and get a weapon, maybe? Okay, for now we'll use the shovel. It's not gonna go well. But here's hoping I don't really have to use it much. Another tomb. I like these rooms. Okay, a little bit of torches. That's okay, that's okay. Not quite what I'm after right now, but I'll appreciate it. Turn this into coal. Oh, there was a chest I missed. More boots. Okay. Not immediately helpful. All the lava. Okay, this room's a little spooky. Yep. Gotta be careful with this room. There's spawners in like half of the okay, we're fine, we're fine. Half of the upper things here will have a spawner in them. And you just gotta deal with them. This is rough. How the heck did you hit me through my shield? Nope, stop it. Okay. Okay. I think that was... yeah. Okay, I have enough diamonds now to make a sword if I find any amount of wood. Well, I'd need enough to make a crafting table first. Go away. Oh, that guy hit me for a lot. A little bit of gold. Oh, a slime pearl. Those are helpful, I think. What are those used in? A handful of stuff. I will investigate more later. Thank you for the sword! Oh, I was getting a little scared. I knew it would work out. I did not know it would work out. I was just getting lucky. Cool. Break those. What she got for me? A little bit of iron. Oh, there was another creeper. I have Soul Reaper, whatever that means. Okay. We are starting to get in a little bit better of a position. I think it was this way. Hello, Callie. Ooh. I love the geodes. Did I loot this one? I did. Right. This is where I ran from the... No, I didn't run. It was a strategic withdrawal. No, I totally just ran from the zombies. Okay, that's neat. I think this might be the end of the dungeon. Was there other paths I did not take? Oh, I got a little trophy just now. There are paths I did not take. Good. I was hoping for more stuff. I am out of torches again. So just gotta go quick. Just break the spawners before they're a problem. I will take those arrows so I have a full stack. I don't need the helmet. There is nothing else over here. Easy enough. Last tunnel. That creeper acting suspicious. Oh man, it's dead now. Come on, get out of here. Get out of here. I don't need you. I don't need you. Okay, ignore that for a second. They're slow enough that I can go around. Break the spawners. Okay. So now I just need to remove them from existing. That skeleton's gonna be the death of me if I'm not careful. Okay. I think we're okay. Looks like we're okay. Ooh, another sword. Heck yeah. I don't need that. Don't need that or that. We'll keep the sword. Hello, Enderman. I hope you're having a good time. I'm trying. Buy a skeleton spawner. Buy a zombie spawner. Walk back a little bit and look at these. Oh, yay! More torches. Blast protection, I will take. Curse of Vanishing does not matter because I will never die. Okay. Let us continue. Okay. I don't know why I'm squeaking every time I get hit. It's a little disconcerting, actually. I don't know why I'm squeaking. Why am I squeaking? Is it the thorn pendant that's making me squeak? So I don't think I'm supposed to squeak like that. More stuff. I don't need dead bushes. Ooh, good shovel. Good shovel. I don't need that torch there. A torch here. Another room. Normally these have spawners in them. Don't know where this one went. A little bit more gold. So much gold. It's so lovely coming through one of these. I will take the coal. And ooh, big cave. Return more bones. I don't need that. This was supposed to have... That's a little sad. This one's generation got a little mucked up and did not generate the loot chest in it. But that's okay. We got what we came for, I think. Did we finish up the... I think we finished this. Pretty sure I looted every chest in here. That Enderman kind of spooked me for a second. So let's head back to the surface. Because I want to nab a couple jungle saplings. And I also saw a bit of bamboo before as well, before I worked back home. This is why I like my torch conga line. Helps me from getting lost. This way. See? The conga line works. Conga line. I'm just stealing a couple of the torches. Just in case, you know? You never know if you're gonna need them again. I forgot for a second which way I was going. Okay, that was unnecessary. Was my own fault, but was also unnecessary. I hear creatures. Creature featuring the creature. There's the creature. A spider got me. Goodbye. It's nice knowing you. Okay. I don't have an efficient way of doing this. But what I can do is pretend it's the start of Minecraft again. And punch some trees. A little bit of punching gets us our crafting table. Crafting table will become an axe. And more torches, because I can. I don't care for those sticks. Go away. This was probably not the best tree to start on, actually. Because it gives weird wood. Doesn't give just normal logs. It was like special. Oh, please. Disconnect so that you all fall. Pretty please. There we go, there we go. I see a sapling at least. Right? Right? Okay, 2 saplings. That's a start, that's a start. I want 6, just to be sure. Okay. Okay, unfortunate. That one gave me nothing. Get up here. These give me more logs? I would... Not logs, saplings. I would like some saplings, please. Okay. Why are they being so mean to me? They're not giving me... Oh, look at me. They're not giving me any saplings. Please? I only need a little bit. Okay, that one gave me 1. Gave me 2. I can make a big one now back at home. That should be enough, actually. I'll rock with the 4 and hope it's enough. I like this biome. The black stone and basalt looks really cool together. Let's nab this bamboo real quick. That'll be helpful for later. Is this just all basalt or blackstone? This is really cool. What biome is this? It's just part of the tropical jungle biome, apparently. This is really cool, though. What are you? I don't know. What is that? Is that the village? That's just the village. How am I seeing the village so far away? That is the village. Okay. Okay. I got what I came for. We're gonna return home. And we're back. That was my last of the warps, I believe. So from here on, it might be a little bit of blocking places, but that's okay. What we have now is the ability to cry. Where'd that bamboo go? I'm gonna go ahead and just plant this all, because I really like scaffolding. Hello, Callie. I hear you. You want some pets? No, you just want to hang out? That's okay, too. I really like scaffolding. It's very helpful sometimes. I can buy some, but I'm saving those up for the... Why is my brain broken? The unbreakable saw. That's right, that's right. So we're gonna just use some dirt for now to go grab these like little scraggler pieces. So there's a whole handful of them in here. Get these little guys out of here. Cool. Oh, there's so many little scragglers. Okay, that one's emptied. You have one that I can't reach. A little... Alright, let's be a little daring for a second. Climb onto the leaves instead. That one's definitely going to lose it once I break that. Yep, knew it. Where's the... Oh, it's down there. Okay. Let's see here. Okay. Let's go ahead, head a little down. Oh, there's another one up here? I can't see that. Come on down a little and get these scragglers. Okie doke. Okay. Oh. There we go. Now the tree's finally gone. Clean up all the leaves that fell now. Okay. So with that, I can finally start my jungle sapling that I wanted to start. Yippee! Break every block except for that one and send it. There we go. Big tree over. We got enough saplings to keep going. Let's go. That's why I wanted at least 4. So with this, we can set up a little... Okay. So the reason I needed specifically jungle saplings was for latex. So what we're gonna do is set up a couple of these. I don't mind it being like that. And go back over here. Dump everything and deal with it later. That's the way it goes right now. Dump it all, deal with it later. I will deal with it later. I need 3 of these. See, it's so much easier to make the machines this way. At least it feels easier. Less manual crafting. Nope. What's the arbor? The arboreal extractor needs buckets. I have buckets. So these guys... I'm watching you. These guys, when placed next to a jungle tree, slowly, and I mean slowly, start to produce latex. Let's find that specific page to show. Oak, oak, oak. There it is. Latex. This latex, when put into a bucket, is our rubber, which is then cooked into cured rubber, which is how we make belts. See, we got a little. We got a little. We're getting it. We're getting it. It recognized the tree. Another one that we're going to want, actually, grab that last bucket. Where'd it go? I'm gonna make one more arboreal extractor. Because mineral saplings actually have a... Where'd my bone meal go? I put it back. This is why I want to make my storage room. There's another... So, we make our tree. We break one of these blocks. Any of these enriched mineral logs, you do have to replace with a normal mineral log, or it doesn't recognize it as the tree, tragically. But that's okay, that's okay. We place our arboreal extractor here at the base, and you see it turned blue. That means it recognized this as a tree. And this will slowly make us... Where'd it go? Where'd it go? Where'd it go? Mineral resin, which, if you'll remember, is the same stuff that we were drying earlier into the crystallized mineral. It also can get squirted onto some cured rubber to make mineral-enriched rubber, which is just... You get more use out of each individual rubber. For instance, 4 rubber in one of these is a single sealed mechanism, and 6 cured rubber is a single belt. But if it's mineral enriched, you only need 2 for a sealed mechanism, and each 6 gives you 2 mechanical belts. It's quite nice. Hello, hello! I just saw your message. Welcome in, Con. Sorry if I missed that for a little bit. How are you doing? I hope you're doing well. I was basically talking to myself for the last hour and a half, so I wasn't really paying that close of attention like I should have been. Yeah, we're playing a little bit of Create. I just went on a little adventure to obtain jungle saplings. I'm doing good so far. In about 30 minutes, I have to go to get ready for my job, which is tragic, but it happens. I'm enjoying my time. What did I want next? Next up, I wanted to take these spruce saplings I have. And we're gonna bring it over to our woodcutter. And, okay, I need you to not make that many leaves like that. I just chop these down because I like building out of spruce. We're gonna prepare our building materials that I want to make my little clock tower storage room out of. So with the spruce saplings, I much prefer making the big ones. Yes, it turns the area around into podzol, but hey, honestly the podzol doesn't look bad. And we just get so much more wood per tree than the normal sapling usage. Nope, I ran out of bone meal. Come back over here, grab a little more bone meal. And more trees. We're gonna do this probably 6 times? That should give me enough wood for what I'm currently thinking. I want this. If I have any birch saplings, I'll cut down a whole bunch of those too. Now, if you notice my hunger going down quickly, using the hand crank in... Oh, I did not do that the right way. Using the hand crank for making stress units, it's really helpful for like mobility purposes, but it does drain your hunger like crazy. So make sure you have a food supply when you're using that. Boop, boop. It's just more... a little bit more to keep track of. Realistically, I could, if I wasn't using the exact amount that I'm creating, hook this guy up to that with a clutch. No, gear shift is the block I'm thinking of. And that would let me just hit a lever to do this, which honestly I'm getting tired of using the hand crank already. So after this tree, I'm going to hook us up that way. So what we'll do instead, let's go ahead and... I need some shafts. We'll take our wood that we just got, combine it together into a water wheel, grab a... I know I have another bucket somewhere. Did I use them all? I did use them all. That's tragic. But okay. Another bucket. Fill it with water. Dig out another spot for another water wheel. Slap it in there. There's our water. And now we have an extra 500 to use. We're going to come back over here. Did I get lucky and obtain... I got a clutch. I looted something earlier, and I thought for sure I looted a gear shift. Maybe I didn't. Okay. How do I make myself a gear shift? Not too bad, not too bad. Okay. So we take our andesite casing, grab a small gear and a piece of redstone. I'm gonna be so glad once I have this sorted. I know I have redstone. There it is. Keep motivation. Truthfully, I'm kind of similar for a lot of single player worlds. I find I end up playing longer for multiplayer. So the reason I like to play longer in multiplayer, after like a whole bunch of thinking, is I like showing off. I like to show off what I have built or what I was doing. And so in this specific case, I'm streaming. Even if I'm not necessarily streaming to very many people, just the fact that I'm doing it, that I'm streaming, that I have a recording of what I'm doing is enough for me personally. For if you're not going to be streaming, I would suggest seeing if you find any success with, say, just taking screenshots of your world as you're playing, just to look back on again, and kind of, if not show off to a social forum or some kind of social media, just show off to yourself, if that does anything for you. Truthfully, it does ultimately come down to finding out why you're losing the motivation. If it is something as simple as in my case, where it's just I like showing off, and that was why, because in single player it's a lot harder to show off what you're doing, then finding a way to show off what you're playing will kind of solve that problem already. Oh, that was the wrong place for that. But that's the advice I got personally. Okay. While I was rambling, I also connected up our sticky piston here for the mechanical saw to a gear shift. So the cool thing about the gear shifts, they will take a rotational force. In this case, it is currently going clockwise. And with a power added to it, redstone, it will turn it around. So this way is going clockwise. It is now coming out counterclockwise. And this is a real easy way to hook up a semi-automatic, like semi-manual mechanical saw for tree cutting purposes. So now instead of rotating this hand crank constantly, just come over here and I'll flip the switch and it will move and take down the tree. Next up, what saplings did I want? I know I have a decent amount. I think this is the next one I want. So I want a lighter wood to kind of accent with the spruce that I have. Oh, this is just birch. Okay, that's fine. I can work with birch. We'll just have to chop and place this repeatedly. Get distracted easily. Sometimes, if it's a distraction in-game, that's okay. If it's out-of-game distractions, that will make it a little bit more difficult, because then you have to be a little more... What's the word I'm looking for? Not necessarily disciplined, because it is, after all, at the end of the day, a video game. I don't know how... Definitely out-of-game distractions. Okay. For that one, then, to keep you playing, I would suggest, at least personally, setting aside, like, just an hour of a day. And, like, making it specifically, okay, this is going to be my Minecraft time. Because I want to play Minecraft, and things are distracting me. I will try and make sure this hour, at the very least, has minimal distractions. So, phone on silent, maybe even, like, put far enough away that you have to physically get up to go get the phone. And then things like, if you can, I like to do, when I'm not streaming and playing, I personally like to put on someone else playing Minecraft as well on a second monitor, because then it makes it feel a little bit closer to multiplayer. It's still not, but it's close enough that it kind of tricks my brain into wanting to continue playing, as long as they're not doing something too interesting. That's when there's a little caveat there. Because sometimes I will get lost and end up just watching what I've put on the second screen over whatever I was originally doing. I do find it difficult, at least personally. The second screen, having someone else play, works well when I'm doing something a little bit absent-minded, such as mining or just wandering around the world, like searching for a biome or a village or something. When I'm building, because that takes a little bit more of my personal brain power, just putting on a little bit of music tends to be the most I can get away with and still do what I want to do. Oh, that's how this tree grows. That's weird. I don't know if I like this tree anymore. I found the sapling, but I don't think I'm going to grow more of that one. 3 inches? I mean, hey, 3 inches is a lot. No, but it doesn't have to be a crazy screen size. Let's see. 1, 2. Yeah, that should be enough to at least have like just something kind of in the background being part of. Wait, did that just give me some gold? Okay, I apparently have a sapling that gives gold occasionally. That's cool. Where was I? My personal like usage of the second monitor having someone else play Mario tips, so okay, that makes sense. Um, hmm. Is it like one of those fancy screens inside the computer case, or is it just like another like little tiny screen off to the side more so? Because if it's one of the fancy screens, that could be a little bit harder to have as a like second monitor multiplayer replacement. Little screen. Okay, got it. Honestly, at least for myself personally, little box TV, that does sound really cute. I honestly miss old CRT TVs. I think like they were. I had one when I was younger, and just like that staticky whine when it would turn on was like just enough to be annoying, but I almost missed that annoying part. Sorry, tangent. Where was I? Um, for me at least, the second monitor having someone else play is more so for the sound than the. Oh gosh, yours blew up. I don't. I don't think you're supposed to let them do that. Um. Hopefully it was a like. I stole my. Okay, I mean, hey, you got it in the end. That's what matters, right? Um. Yeah, those things were really dangerous now that I'm like thinking about it more. I remember a lot of warnings to not break them. It was like what, the capacitor inside was something crazy. Hello, Callie. Yes, I hear you meowing. I don't know if the microphone picks you up, but it is lovely to see you. Thank you for coming by. Um, yeah, just have like for me at least, a little something going on the side monitor. I do. Her name is Callie. She's a calico. She is the sweetest, most affectionate cat that I know. My partner stole her from her parents' house, so it worked out. Yes, Callie, I'm talking about you. God, cat Crystal. Crystal's a really good name for a cat. I love. Oh, that's an old cat. Oh my gosh. I don't actually know how old Callie is. I know it's at least a couple years. Crystal's a cute name for a cat. I have 2 cats in game. I stole these from a village. Ariel. Let's see. Okay. That should be enough wood for what I want. Yeah, it's really impressive. You must be taking really good care of her. The oldest cat that I knew was, I think, 13 before she passed of it was like an asthma attack, basically, for her, which was really unfortunate. But she had a really happy life leading up to it. Okay, so let's see here. What I'm thinking... So I don't want to build the building over this way. So we're gonna come over here. Do I have... I know I have a host somewhere. Oh. 15's still a really good amount of time for them. We don't deserve animals. They're too nice for us. There's the hoe. I remember gas. But yeah. We're going to just clear a little bit of space over here. I don't know what mod adds it, but breaking plants with a hoe causes it to like break in a 3x3 area instead, which is very helpful for clearing up a little bit of dirt. I'm gonna clear my bamboo as well. Put this in a different spot. This started with 12, and now I have over a stack. Bamboo's so nice, so simple. Just plant it and forget it, and all of a sudden you have a lot. Just like real life. So what I'm currently thinking, with the little bit of time I have left, I want a entrance. It can be pretty small. 3x3 interior will be fine. This will go up pretty far. Oh, that hurt. So we'll go up pretty far. And then do I have a bucket with no water. So what I'm currently planning on is to put a clockwork bearing somewhere around here. So the clockwork bearing I'm not able to make yet because it requires electron tubes, which is a whole host of different crafting I have to get to. But it literally lets me have a working clock in Minecraft. And it's just really cool. So my plan was to have a little clock tower and then attached to it, probably back here in the back. Just bump it up this much. Will be the outline for the storage room. Grab my axe. So yeah, something like this shape-wise. Storage room will probably end up having a... I think since we're up here, would it be good to have a ramp roof that way or opposite? I'll have to mess around with that. But then I wanted specifically a lighter plank along the walls. Kind of counteract with the spruce. I might end up needing a whole bunch of... Maybe blackstone? There was that beach with a whole bunch of blackstone. I can repair my vein mining pickaxe wherever it ended up and go get a whole bunch of that. That way I can have like a base of blackstone, the birch on top, spruce accent. Yeah, I think that sounds like it'll work out how I want it. The clock won't be too massive, but it doesn't have to be. That little... Like, imagine that block there as the clockwork bearing. And then, like, 3 blocks out either direction will be the hands, and we'll be okay. Don't have... I have stone brick, but that doesn't sound like it will... Yeah, okay, where's that? Well, his vein mining 1. Do I have enough? I do have enough diamonds. I have enough... I know I have books. Okay. Just need a little bit of obsidian, and I can make a enchanting table. And maybe I can end up with the a better vein mining enchant than before. My sword got put away. That's not what I wanted. Let's think here. It'll be easier for me to just take that vein mining pickaxe wherever I just put it. There it is. And repair it a little. Yeah, we'll just give it a full repair. That'll let us get at least a couple stacks of blackstone when we go out to grab it. And then I know I have a sign somewhere. So I want to leave instruction for myself. Where the heck? There it is. Mine lots blacks. Oh. Put that black stone for storage tower. What else do I want to do next time? Honestly, I think that will be the main thing. So I'll only have about 2 hours tomorrow as well to play. Yeah, okay. So that's the case. Got a little note for myself next time. We set up the little assembly line for the kinetic mechanisms. Got some arboreal extractors, getting us latex, and then one for the mineral resin. And finished exploring that roguelike dungeon. I think today was pretty productive. So, yeah. I've been Rosalie. Thank you for watching. I hope you guys have a wonderful night. Boop, boop, boop.